keep going on, frustration will keep going on, anger will keep going on, till we finally go back down to the simplest word, love. Love.
Hello, I'm Yolanda, Charnay's mother.
And of course, I'm Charles, Charnay's dad.
I'm Karen Bradley, and I'm Emsley's mom.
Hi, my name is Emma Ferris. I'm Emsley's mom.
And I'm Robert Ferris. I'm Emsley's dad.
We are co-parents.
Mari, and I'm Emsley's younger brother.
My name is Wayne. I'm of the Sun Group. Hi, my name is Wayne, and I'm the son of the Bryden Group.
One day I was fueling at the mobile gas station on Century in Maine. And this gentleman right here pulled up and said hello. And the rest is history.
When I first seen her, she caught my eyes. Not knowing that we would have a beautiful baby girl, but from there on, this is how the story begins.
We met in this department store called Zodi's. I met her in the houseware department.
Well, I didn't know him or anything about him. He was eyeballing me when I first walked in there to start working. He wanted to pay for my lunch and I wouldn't let him. I paid for my own lunch because I did not know him.
That is true.
And and then things just progressed from that point on.
So I met his dad, Emsley Sr., at Fedco, an old department store on La Cienega and Rodeo, where Target is now. We used to ride the bus together. Never noticed him, but he noticed me. First time we actually talked, I was having a bad morning. He saw me sitting outside and he came down and decided to talk to me and ask me what is wrong, and from there it started.
Well, what I love about Elise is I've never experienced this being her mother, but when she meet and greet other people, the way she looks at them, and she has to take a long moment before she even says a word. And sometimes she don't say anything. She just stare at you the whole entire day.
One thing I love about her the most is that she's honest. She speaks her mind, and you will always get the truth out of her.
What I love about my son, Emsley, is when I'm having a bad day, a bad time, he's always been there for me to uplift me and let me know that I'm strong and it'll be okay. That's what I love about him. He's always been there for me, no matter what.
He's awesome, and he is the best driver of all, and he's handsome.
What I like the most about being Emsley's younger brother is that we never fight. Like, we've always had a great bond. Like, we play fight, our whole lives we've been fighting. My mom calls us big kids till this day, and she still will, but we've never really had like any serious arguments, serious moments where we're mad at each other. Like, we've always just been best friends. He's always positive, like whenever, like things are down, he's always there for me. Like, he's always looking out for me. He's always getting on me, yelling at me, but I knew it was just in my best interest, and he was just looking out for me. So that's one thing that I admire the most about him, like I'd say his passion.
Well, my favorite moment of Elise, when she was growing up as a child, being 2 years old, whenever I'd take her in a grocery store, she'd have a tantrum when she couldn't have her way. And her tantrums was she'd drop on the floor and just scream and kick, and I would leave her and just walk away. By the time I got to the end of the aisle, she was right behind me. And this happened every time we went to a store.
She had a house before she was 5 years old. She made it herself. Matter of fact, it was made out of a cardboard box. She showed the house, sold the house, and lived in it all in one. The second thing is that she's a terrible driver. I took her out on the boat, and it's not too many things out in the ocean think she probably hit a dolphin or whale or seagull. So stay to the street, baby. Stay on the street. Stay on the land.
Okay, the moment, crazy Emsley moment, funny, is when Imari, his younger brother, my youngest son, was a toddler. And he idles him, and they were in the room together, and more than likely Emsley was playing a video game, and Imari was getting on his nerves.
And then this moment, I think, is my favorite moment because it like describes me and my brother's relationship. When I was really little, I was in his room while he was playing the game.
I'm in the dining room, and the next thing I know, I hear this, "Ooh!"
Me as a kid, I asked like 50 million questions, so it just annoyed him. And then he finally just picked me up and literally tossed me out the room.
And I see my son, his younger brother, being hurled out the door in the hallway on the floor. And I'm like, did you just toss your brother out of the room? He's getting on my nerves. And he slammed the door.
Because even now, like when he's playing the game, I just nitpick and just throw little comments at him just to make him mad.
Wanted to choke him, but it was funny. That is my Emsley moment.
But you know, now he can't throw me out the room anymore. But I bet as he watches this video, he's gonna say, I can still throw you out the room.
Well, when I first met Emsley, Shernay brought him home one day after I came in from work. Said, Mom, I'd like you to meet my new boyfriend. His name is Emsley. So I was looking at him, you know, and thinking how she was born, and I was thinking to myself, if they get together, they're gonna have a hairy baby, because they both had a lot of hair, you know. And then I looked at him after the introduction and was like, are you sure you want to be with her? You know, are you sure about this? And you know, he's shaking his head. I'm like, yeah.
So I know she was in charge. She's always in charge. So I know she met him. They got together. So I was okay with everything. I liked him from the first day I met him. He said, well, I was supposed to be a good guy. I read that from the first time.
And I was sitting there talking to this lady. Me and this lady, we had a good conversation. We became friends because both our kids went to the same school. They was in the same grade. And we was talking, and then when because she said, oh, my son's name is Emsley, and you know, he played football, and I said, my son's name is Arion, and he played football also. And so then when they came, they happened to come together where we was, and she said, oh, this is my son Emsley. And I said, oh, this is my son Arion, which Arion and Emsley was gonna introduce us, but we had already met each other, you know, into a good conversation.
I'm Shernay Elise Brandon, and I'm the bride.
I'm Emsley Paul Demercado II, and I'm the groom.
Me and Emsley met August 4th, officially 2006, on his birthday, his 17th birthday.
I don't remember my first in-person impression of Elise, but I do remember when she requested me on MySpace.
She's pretty, and she's
Her display picture was like from the side in some boy shorts, and I was like, man, you know, I'm a leg man, so I was like, look at them thighs right there. Go ahead and slide up in her DM.
I still got them right.
Yeah. So, you know, we rode the summer bus together, you know, and then I took her to the movies on my birthday.
My first impression of Emsley was, dang, he's short. He's not my type.
Her and Emsley were going to the movies on a date. So we decide we're gonna go with them, which she didn't know. So we all hop in the car, me, Mari, his dad, Emsley, we go to pick her up. She opens the door and surprise, whole family's going to the movies.
I seen his whole family, and it made me think that he was a family person. So I got, the first one was he was short, and then the next was him and his family are really close.
That's the first time I met Elise. First impression of Elise, very shy, very quiet, and I felt she was a little needy when I met her. And I told her that, so she knows. Still love her though.
You fell in love with me then? That's when you knew I was the one.
I never said that.
It wasn't naturally said.
Honestly, I don't even remember the first time I met Elise. Apparently, my first impression was I must have been in love with Elise because me and my younger cousin, Rayshawn, we used to always compete when she used to walk in the door to be the first one to say hi and give her a hug and everything. So I guess I just loved her as a kid.
The advice I have about love for my two beautiful people that be bringing all these people together. For Dad, they would just love the man you with, trust your heart, always be faithful, and remember, over everything, family is the most important thing in life. If you keep those two things together, you're rich beyond your wildest dream, and you will live a fruitful life, a beautiful life.
Keep what you guys have now, take that into your marriage, communicate every day.
You guys are a couple now. It's us together, we're one. Communicate and everything will be just fine.
There is no relationship without communication. Because if you don't tell another person what's on your mind, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, or what you want, they don't know. So you can't give somebody something, can't help somebody with something if they don't know what you want. So you have to talk.
Keep up the spontaneous things you do.
Your business, keep it to yourself. Don't go tell your family, don't go tell because you're gonna have them hating your partner.
Remember, one of us will babysit those kids, him.
Work hard, no secrets. To be there for each other.
Support each other, have each other's back.
And just make sure you give one another some space, Elise. Give Emsley some space. You know, let him do his boy things and you do your girl things.
Don't argue. He doesn't like arguing. Just talk it out. That's the only advice I have. Don't argue.
I think the best advice I can give is just don't make that man mad because he's like a bomb. Like it's just like boom. It's ridiculous when he gets mad. So yeah, don't do that.
And you know, make sure you guys, you know, always end the day on a beautiful note before you go to bed. Never go to bed angry with one another.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Always keep God first. As long as you keep God first, nothing else matters.
Give openly, freely, and willingly. That's my advice.
Daddy always hug mommy. What? And I give Daddy handshake and fist and high five. That's it.
And remember one thing, Emsley, happy wife, happy life.
Yay!
She's always right. Remember, they're always right. If you want to get along, when everything runs smoothly, the woman is always
Just keep laughing with her. Because I know she says some off-the-wall things that, you know, least expected, but, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. Everything will be all right.
Remember, always right.
My favorite characteristic about you is your funny, outgoing, weird personality. Like no matter what people think, how weird or crazy you are, you don't change. You stay the same. Like you bring that light to the dark. You know, when everybody's sad, you always got to make it awkward to try to make everybody laugh.
I don't know what to say.
Apparently, you find something to say, and also your the way you love. You love pretty hard, and I love that.
Thank you. Favorite characteristics about you would be that you never give up. You, no matter how bad it gets or how good it is, you want to see everything through. And I just love your positive outlook on everything. I'm looking forward to a lifetime of sharing more adult moments with you. What I mean by that is starting a business, getting a house, all this stuff that comes with, you know, becoming one together. The good and the bad. The young and the restless. Soap opera stuff.
It's real life. It's not a soap opera.
I just wanted to say that I'm excited for you guys. Wish you guys the best of luck, and I want to say congratulations. And Elise, you can finally actually say you're my sister-in-law now. And congrats on the baby girl.
Baby. Helping mommy. Feel better. Make her feel, the baby feel better. That's it.
Introducing yourself.